Hi traders, nice move in the Dow today. I got some points into the open, went back in on a little bit too high, got stopped out, but went back in later in the session and then took that up to 980. This is the level I'm looking at for tomorrow's pullback, and that would be around about the 900 mark. Could possibly dip underneath that, but to retest these previous levels, 870, 880. But obviously this 17,000 is a massive wall, and so we may end up with North Farm payroll in a couple of days' time. We may end up just hanging around here or drifting lower and then making a decision once we get North Farm payroll out of the way. But I think the attitude to have towards this is just assume that we're going to carry on the basis that is a very good, powerful move to the upside. So pullbacks are viable. Oil, a small loss on oil today actually. I took 105, or just under 105, got stopped out. It dipped about 40, 50 points under me and then ran into the pit close, so I got nothing on. So I'm going to stand aside and wait till we get indents out of the way. Pound yen and a continuation of yesterday, so that was a nice move. Anything between 350 and 370 is a nice pullback area on there, because this is a significant move up. We have got this resistance at 175, but let's assume that that is going to continue because that is such a nice chart. Pound US exactly the same, something like 171. Anything around about the 171 area is a good place to get in. Euro US, I shorted it, moved my stop up and got a stop for about out for break even, so I didn't do anything on the euro today. This has sold late in the day. So it dropped 20 points late in the day off of that resistance. I was banking on it going earlier in the session, and so I would watch it. That is a major fib level, because if I just pan back, let's see where I get that fib level from. And we've been under this trend line. We dropped back to this fib level 325. We pulled right up to the 700 area, and I'm just going to stand away from that and just let that do its own thing for now. Euro yen, can't see that because of my pivots. Trapped between the 50 and the 200. That's not a good place to be. The euro pound, I backtracked a couple of weeks ago and suggested that any highs could be sold into, could be shorted. That's exactly what's happened. So now any pullbacks to 790, 80 area are shortable on that, because that looks like that's heading down to 77. Aussie US, missed this. Got some of this yesterday, because that is a nice move. 95 is now a big area of resistance, fib level, so I'm going to have to stand aside on that one. So what I'm really interested in is the pound yen. I'd like to get a nice pullback in the pound yen and the Dow, and that's what I'm doing. Gold is having a nice time, although that's a bit of a potential reversal bar. So we are very extended up there now in the gold. I would, if you're not in that, I would back off and see if we get any dips in, significant dips in that, back down to those levels there. Stocks. eBay has pushed up over the last couple of days. We're now getting near a big resistance level, so be careful. This win results, WYNN, this is a little high. 210, 211. I like the way it's coming off this 50 EMA, so I personally think that's still got more mileage, and I think we could see 22 plus. Whole Foods is sideways, stand aside, keep watching. Rolls Royce did okay, but trapped in a range. Net app has gapped up He's holding the gap. Glencore sideways, General sideways, Centrica holding up. Amazon, let's look at Amazon. Amazon's had a good day. So that pivot area at 324.50 has got bought. So if you're not in that, I would. It's got localized resistance, but I think that's good. That's good at 327.40. You see that again. Stochastic momentum is just crossing down here. I think that's got mileage, and I think that could end up getting up to 370 area. All right. I hope that helps, and see you tomorrow.